Good morning, students. Today topic is time value of money. How time value of money is important in investment decision. That we are going to discuss in detail. The time value of money serves as the foundation for all other notions in finance. Time value of money is an important concept in financial management. It can be used to compare the investment alternatives and to solve the problems involving repayment of loan, mortgages, leases, savings, and annuities. So now I wanted to explain this in detail. Here it is given, there is a connection between time and value of money. This I wanted to explain with the help of simple example. The question here is, would you prefer to receive rupees 100 today or after a year? This is the question. You people can give a different kind of answer. The answer A may be, we will receive it immediately. When you receive it immediately, the 100 rupees will be in your hand. Some people may say that we are interested to receive a year after. In that case, what will happen? You assume the interest rate is 10%. So you may receive rupees 110. So in the option 1, people interested to receive immediately, they will get it rupees 100 rupees. In their hand, they will receive 100 rupees. The other category of the people, the option 2 is, they will receive it, they wanted to receive it in the future at the rate of interest 10. So in that case, they will receive it rupees 110. Okay, now here, what is the difference between present and future? If you want to receive it in presently, you will receive 100. The future means 110. This difference between 100 and 110 is 10 rupees. That is called as the time value of the money. That aspect only we are going to discuss in detail. So, what is time value of the money? Time value of the money is defined as a concept that states that purchasing power of money differs the passage of time. That is correct. So you can compare the gold price from, that is 2010 with now 2020. So over a period of time, how much the prices increases. So that is called as the time value of the money. Over a period of 1 year, 10 years, the price increases, but we are going to get the same quantity of goods, but the prices increases. That is called as the time value of the money. The purchasing power may get affected due to inflation. That will be the money value will be discounted. So in simple term, what is time value of the money? Time value of the money refers to, is based on the concept that time value of the money is based on the concept that a dollar or rupee that you have today is worth more than the promise or expectations that you will receive a dollar or rupee in the future. In other words, money that you hold today is worth more than future you are going to receive with interest. So people always prefer to receive money in present than the future, because present is a certain, future is uncertain. Uncertainty here, inflation, all these things may affect the value of the money. So you may think that when you deposit money in the fixed deposit, after a period of, assume you are depositing 1 lakh rupees of money. After 5 years, you assume you are going to receive 1,50,000 or 2 lakhs. it is not like that. Your value of the money is not increased. Due to inflation, the money is compensated. Time value of the money is compensated. So 1,50,000, if you calculate what is the value of 1,50,000 after you are going to receive after 5 years, that will be equal to this 1 lakh only. There is no change of money because the purchasing power of the money will get affected. Whatever you are able to get 1 lakh with the help of 1 lakh rupees, same quantity you can get it after 5 years with the help of 1,50,000. So now you are spending 1 lakh rupees for getting some quantity of goods. But after 5 years, you need to spend 1,50,000 to receive by the same quantity. That difference 50,000 is called as a time value of the money. That is, due to inflation, your purchasing power may get affected. So now we'll see how it can be used. It can be used to compare investment alternatives and to solve problems involving loan, mortgages, leases, and savings annuities. So time value of the money result from the concept of interest. We all know that simple interest, compound interest, intra-year compounding, annuities, perpetuities. So again, I repeat, time value of the money results from the concept of interest. So it includes simple, compound, annuities, all these things. Okay. So what is now I wanted to explain time value principle, how it works. Cash flows at different points in time cannot be compared and aggregated. See, first year we are receiving 5,000. Second year we are receiving 5,000. Third year we are receiving 5,000. You assume like that. So whatever value of the money you are receiving the first year will not be equal to the value of money you are receiving in the third year. Due to this concept is called, this difference is called as a time value of the money. So that's why I'm telling cash flows at different point in time cannot be compared and aggregated. All cash flows have to be brought to the same point in time before comparison and aggregations can be made. So we cannot compare the value of the money we are receiving the first year with the fifth year. The concept that dollar in hand today will be more than the dollar in future. So in the beginning I explained the value of rupees 100 is more than the 110 you are getting in the future. The time value of the money is typically thought of in terms of amount of interest that would have been earned had money been invested in interest-bearing account instead of not investing in it. So this is called as the time value of the money. Now, the question is, why the time value of the money changes over a time? Why the money is keep on changing? See, we all know that the old saying is, a bird in the hand is worth 2 birds in the bush. A bird in the hand is worth 2 birds in the bush. It means that, see, we are one bird in our hand is very much certain. It's in our hand. But 2 birds we are targeting 2 birds which is in the bush. We don't know whether we will get it or not. It may be more than what we are having in our hand. In our hand, we are having only 1 bird, but we are targeting 2 birds in the bush, which is a good opportunity for you. So here, certainty of income is very much important to measure time value of the money. So 1 bird in our hand is more worth than the 2 birds in the bush. In monetary terms, it means that cash today is worth more than cash in the future. Again, I repeat, in monetary terms, a a cash today is worth more than the cash in the future. But one thing, the value of money decreases progressively over a period of time. So initially I told you 2010, whatever amount of quantity of goods we are purchasing, we cannot purchase the same quantity after 5 years or after 10 years with the same amount of money. We need to pay more amount of money. It means that the value of the money has come down. So similarly, salary is also like that. See, you may think that before 5 years, you are getting a salary of 50,000. After 5 years, what happened? Your salary is increased to 80,000. You may be happy that my salary is increased progressively. Now I am earning 80,000. Before 5 years, I earned only 50,000. Actually, if you measure in terms of value of money, your salary is not increased. In the real term, your salary is not increased. The your purchasing power got affected due to inflation. So there are 3 reasons why cash flow in the future is worth less than the similar cash flow today. So that we will see here why, again I repeat the question, why a cash flow in the future is worth less than similar cash flow today. So the reason is, main 3 reasons are there. Why the value of money is keep on changing, why the value of the money today received is more value than the value of money we are going to receive in the future. 3 reasons are inflation. We all know that. What is meant by inflation? Inflation is increasing price. Risk associated, because the future is uncertain. Whether we will receive the money or not, it is very much uncertain. Then preference for liquidity. If you want to keep money convertible form, in anytime you wanted to encash purchase, that is in form of cash, that is also one of the important reason for the why the value of the money is in present is more than the future here. So we all know that while making a saving, we should be careful that when we make the time period of the investment, then inflation, purchasing for all the aspect we have to consider. Next, here time value of money is the fundamental financial concept stating that current value of money is higher than its future value, given its potential to earn in the years to come. That is true. So it is simply given that present value of money is more than the future value of the money. Next, reasons for time value of money keeps on changing. Why money has time value? You may be surprising that money has a time value. Yes, money has time value. With this, you can understand. So the following reasons are for managing, that is the following reasons for money changing its value due to passage of time. Definitely, over a period of time, the value of the money changes. Second point is the uncertain future. Future is very much uncertain. Third one is one can control their spending, but he has no control over his income or the inflows. That is true. We don't have any control or authority have control over our income. So income is uncertain. Next, risk, but control our spending is in our hand, but income is not in our hand. Third is the fourth one is the risk factor is always attached to the inflows. The beginning itself I told you, the income is, the inflows are uncertain. Everyone wants to avoid that risk and prefers cash receipt now. Everybody wants it to receive immediately than in the future. In this economic trend, purchasing power of money is falling. Money received today is more useful than money received in the future. This is the simple concept of time value of the money. Here it is given that time value of the money concept. So there are two important concepts is associated with the time value of the money. One is the present value of money, another is the future value of money. Here you see present value of money could be invested when in hand for better returns in the future. So we are investing in anticipating better return in the future. What do you mean by future value of the money? The same amount is subject to uncertainties and losses value in future. That is true. Because this money we are going to get it in the future, but the future is very much uncertain. We don't know whether we will be able to get it. Okay, so what is present value of the money? Here we have discussed present value of the money. Today, value of payment or stream of payment amount due and payable at some specific future date discounted by a compound interest or discount rate. The process of discounting future cash flow convert them into cash flow in the present value. Future, whatever we are going to make a payment or receive a payment, that will be converted into present term. What would be its value? So present value of an amount that will be received in the future, that is called as a present value. The process of determining present value of a future payment, receipt or series of future payment or receipt is called as discounting. The compound interest rate used for discounting cash is also called as a cash flow, is also called as a discounting. So you should understand the term compound interest, simple interest while studying the time value of the money. Okay, so now we have discussed discount rate. With the help of the discount rate, we have to discount the money. What is discount rate? That is between two future income that one will take longer to reach maturity should have higher discount rate. Again, I repeat, between two future incomes, one that will take longer to reach maturity should have a higher discount rate. The lower the perceived risk, the lower the discount rate should be. So this is about the discount rate. Next thing, so here discount rate is otherwise called as a capitalization rate. In a simple term, the process of determining present value of future payment or receipts or series of future payment or receipt is called as a discounting. Okay, so discounting is simple term. What is it? The rate at which the money is discounted. That is called as a discounting. Next, simple rule of the risk. The formula for present value and future value is given. Future value is equal to FP denotes future value. PV denotes present value. Present value into 1 plus I divided by, that is interest divided by n number of years is called as a present value. See here, PV present value of money, FP future value of money, I equal to rate of interest or current yield or similar investment, T is equal to number of years, N is equal to number of compounding periods of interest in nature. So this is the concept of present value, future value. Okay, now the next question you may ask that how time value of money is uses, how it is useful. Definitely for every financial decision, the time value of money, we have to consider what is its worth. Even though we are going to receive after 20 years, what is its value now? We have to identify, because the money which we are going to receive present is more value than the money which we are going to receive in the future. Here it is given that time value of money is useful for important for areas. One is a wage fixation. I already told you that you may be happy that is before 5 years 50,000, now I am receiving 80,000 or 1 lakh. You may be happy. It is not like that. Your purchasing power definitely will get affected. Your inflation rate may be high. So in the, if you can't taking the real term, the value of the money would not have been increased. So that everybody should understand wage fixation, determining interest rate. See, banks are providing interest rate for saving account, fixed deposit, as well as when they are lending, they are charging the interest. For all this purpose, the time value of the money principle will be applicable. Then investment comparison, which investment we can accept. For that also, this is very much useful. So time value of the money purpose is first one, it helps in comparing the investment alternatives available in the market. Investors assess the returns and other conditions to make a final decision on what option to choose, whether to invest plan A or plan B proposal, or we can say it is a proposal A or proposal B or proposal C. In all these cases, time value of the principle will be applicable. Then they will calculate which would be the best option. Investors choose the best investment proposals based on the evaluation considering the time value of the money. So time value of the money is useful in all the cases. Without time value of the money, even the capital, it is very much important for capital budgeting decisions. So here it is given that I already told you that three main reasons that make time value of money is an important concept of inflation, risk, and uncertainty. So we all know that how inflation will affect. Inflation is the loss of purchasing power caused by the deteriorating the future value of the money. That is nothing but the real value of the money will get affected. So when we are keep on prices increasing, your purchasing power will get affected. Even though your salary is increasing, you may not be happy because in real term your money is not at all increased. Risk or uncertainty, that is the difference between what is received as an outcome and expected when the investment expenditure was made. So that is everything is uncertain. Liquidity makes it easy for owners to sell their asset. For cash is a liquid. Sometimes when the assets are in a not convertible into cash form, example, it is in a real estate form or land property, in that case it is very difficult to liquidate or converted into cash. So these are the important aspects. Time value of the money is important. Everybody should consider time value of the money for making the important